Hey guys, it's Missy Wolf, and I'm here with James Kacey.
And you are watching Center Stage Magazine.
Yes, all right. So, you are a very busy man.
I try to be right now, yeah.
You have a lot of projects coming up, it looks like, but I want to talk about some of the things that you've done. And one of the things that I saw that you do, and I know a lot of people probably will recognize you from this, is you did a Justin Timberlake video, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I did one of those things at the time. I thought it was a good idea, being that it was Justin Timberlake, and it was fun, and yeah, I was a part of the video.
Yeah.
It was a fun little thing I just jumped on and did. But
I was going to say, because in the video, it looked like you guys were all having fun, you know?
Yeah, we definitely did. It was a long, ambitious day, very ambitious day. I have to say the crew and everybody was, I think there was 83 crew members and 4 actors.
And you did that in one day?
We did that all in one day.
Oh, wow.
They had Floria Sigismondi, the director. She's awesome, but there was so much we wanted to do. Even more than what you saw in the video.
Right.
And we still got some great stuff, but it was a lot of setup. It was like a gigantic mansion on Central Park, would that be East, like near Fifth Avenue, that is just there, and they used the whole mansion, different rooms, different floors. It was pretty cool. Yeah.
Wow. Well, yeah, I mean, in the video, I thought, you know, this probably had to take a few days or whatever to film. I mean, there was just a lot going on in the video.
Yeah.
That was great. And then, so yeah, behind the scenes stuff. What do you have any crazy moments that you remember from? I mean, you've done a lot of projects, you know. So you did the making of the Mob New York too.
Yeah,
which is,
with Caleb.
Yes, with
Shout
Caleb
out
McDaniel.
to Caleb.
Hey Caleb, we love you.
Hey, what's up, Caleb? Love you, man. Yeah. Yeah. Behind the scenes. So what kind of behind the scenes are you thinking about?
Well, because like I saw pictures of you and Caleb, you know, during the filming of the the making of the Mob, but just with everything that you've done, it seems like you have so much fun on set that I was like, is there any moment off set that you just stands out to you that is just so funny that you experienced?
Yeah. I don't know if I could even discuss that story. It's actually with Caleb. Caleb knows what I'm talking about.
All right. I'll be texting him later.
Yeah, it's how do I put this? I'm trying to see if it even makes sense to talk about it. Basically, Caleb said something to me to the tune. He said something to me to the tune of if I've ever been to this kind of bar. And
okay.
But the way he said it, it sounded like a certain kind of bar. And not even just me, but everybody else when we were sitting at lunch was like, thought the same thing.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, I don't think I've ever been to that kind of bar, but, you know, whatever you like is great. And then he finally got it, and he was like, no, that's not what I said. I said day bar. And I said, oh, a day bar, not the other one. Okay. You know, I mean, if that's what you like, that's fine with me. But, you know, but it was a complete miscommunication. And that's why we're now a bonded pair of buddies.
Right.
I don't know if that's a good word to use after saying day bar versus, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
It's good.
Yeah, it was funny.
That's fun.
Yeah. So, but other than that, the picture you saw of me and Caleb were actually, it was so cold. It was the middle of winter in West Virginia.
Oh, wow.
And it was so cold that the bottom of my feet were frozen.
Oh, wow.
And all they had was this big, like, I don't know what you call it. It's just a heater that stands erect. And we had to like hover around. It actually burned the skin off my jacket because I didn't know it would be that hot.
Oh, how funny. I mean, not funny, but...
Yeah,
yeah.
no, it was. And I was like, oh, there goes the jacket. Guess I got to get a new one. But it kept me warm. So what was funny about that behind the scenes is those pictures you saw of me and Caleb, we looked like we're having a good time.
Right.
We were, but we were freezing so much that my feet were like cold for like a month. I don't know. It was it was really cold. Yeah, it was an abandoned factory that we were using.
Yeah, I was going to say that's really cool. Now, did you have fun making that?
Oh yeah. I have to say, John Ayler and Bruce, the mad scientist John Ayler, the director, great guys. I mean, we had a great crew. Yeah, I mean, it was also very ambitious. Everybody's trying to get a lot done these days since you can do things a lot faster.
Right.
With technology and things, and also deadlines. So it's like, okay, let's squeeze some pennies and make this happen, or do that. How can we do this faster? So, but they made it happen, and we got some beautiful stuff.
That's great.
So I think that was
you had an interesting character that you got to play too. I mean, and this was all based on real life, you guys. It was the Making of the Mob New York,
Right.
and you played Joe Bonanno.
Yeah.
And we were researching him, and man, he lived to, I think, was like 90 years old or something. Like,
Yeah.
it's just so crazy and seems so unheard of to me. Like, I don't know, but did you have fun researching him before you played him?
Yeah, I did, because growing up as a New Yorker, you know, we know all these things and stories.
Right.
I have a lot of stories of my own just growing up, but that'll take forever. And these kind of guys pop in and out of the picture a lot. And there's always the typical Ginzo, like, mobster-esque something. But I was happy to play him because he's not that kind of guy. He kind of flies under the radar.
Right, that's what we were talking
And
about.
it's just a guy in a suit, businessman, that walks down the street. You wouldn't even know he's one of those guys. So, and he's very classy in the way he carries himself. As
Right.
even it's like a professional kind of thing.
Absolutely.
So I
Absolutely.
enjoyed
Well,
that.
I'm glad you got to play that character. It seemed so interesting to me. And you were in 6 of the 8 episodes, I believe.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How fun. Now,
Yeah.
are you planning on doing any projects? I know you're doing projects right now, but have anything coming up that you can talk about?
Right, yeah. Two things. So one thing that I already shot with Michael Bergman, the director, it's actually a piece on autism called Influence. We've been winning a lot of awards and festivals. And basically, I guess, for people of today, the easiest way to understand it is Influence is about two teenagers who, and I shot this right before Making of the Mob a few months, two teenagers who basically want to go on a date, but since they're severely autistic, they can't do that without their parents.
Right.
So they have to communicate through the letterboard and things like this. So it's a combination of spelling, understanding, and, you know, give and take between the parents and the children, but how the influence of the autism, thus the letterboard and everything, how it affects the parents, thus affects the kids.
Right.
And it's a very artistic and autistic piece. It's really nice. So we actually just won the Awareness Film Festival, a merit award there.
Nice.
So that was cool. And we got the Platinum Award at Houston World Fest. So we'll keep on going. Hopefully it'll be out there somewhere soon.
Right.
So that's number one. And then number two, right now I have a digital series with a female director that will be in the international market that we kind of shot the teaser for, and we're waiting for that to take off. So
All right.
that'll be fun. That's pretty cool, and that's all I can disclose.
No, that's fine. That's why I said, you know, I mean, I talk to so many people, and sometimes they're like, oh, I really want to tell you this, or, you know, they start to tell me, and then their person jumps in and they're like, no, you can't say that. And it's
Right.
like, okay.
Yeah. Well, female director, digital series international. That's it.
Yep. All right. There we go. You guys got to stay tuned for that. Now, have you done anything with video games? Is that, I read something where you were a part of a video game, or you did voice acting or something on a video game.
Probably. At some point, probably. I enjoy not just being, you know, in front of the camera. Growing up, I actually had an affinity for voices and character voices, and growing up with Jim Carrey as a big influence on me.
Right? Oh my gosh.
So me and my friends would go down, and he had this old radio, and we actually plugged in the headphones, and they were broken, so it was in 2 pieces. So we plug in the headphones, and I'm not sure if anyone's ever seen these stoves, but the stovetop has like this silver metal thing that covers these 2 burners, and then these 2 burners. It was pretty weird. I've never seen it. So we used to use the sound effects from that and a bunch of beer cans that his brother had just lined up that were empty, and make like these little spontaneous little video skits. So that thus led me at some point to do I think that video game, I can't even remember what it is.
I wish I had the name of it in my, I just remember when I saw that.
Could have been this Charming Ace thing I did with High Five Games. There's one, but I did something else. It's just, sometimes I forget.
It's all right. You're a busy guy. We understand. Is there anything else that you want to tell everybody, though, that we haven't covered? Because number one, you guys, I have to tell you, because I'm going to, because it pops up in all my interviews, and I already warned him, he's a Bon Jovi fan. And
Yeah.
and I'm a Bon Jovi fan, and immediately I was like, all right, you're my people. We connected. It was great.
Right. Yes. Well, actually, when I was younger, I think it was 6, I dressed up as Bon Jovi for Halloween.
No way.
Yeah, I had my sister glued on these earring studs, and it hurt like hell to get them off because I ripped my skin off getting them off. They were just glued there. And I had the hair and the little mic stand and everything. That was cool.
What color was your mic stand?
I think it was red.
Oh, okay.
I think it was red, yeah. It was red, and I had a little red guitar. That was cool.
That's fun. That's fun.
I think she kind of made it a little Vanilla Ice on the hair and Bon Jovi on the earrings or something. I don't know. But it was Bon Jovi.
That's great.
It was supposed to be Bon Jovi.
That's great. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You have to dig up some old pictures. Do you have pictures of that?
I don't know where they are.
Oh man. Like I want to see those pictures. That'd be great. I love it.
Yeah.
But well, being from New York, I mean, that he's huge out there and he's huge everywhere. But
Right.
New York, New Jersey is like everybody who loves Bon Jovi and Bruce Springsteen and all that. So.
Oh, right. Definitely.
Have you ever been to a show then?
I haven't been to a show. I think one of my sisters did. I haven't been though.
Okay, we've got to cure him of that. Yes.
My sister told me a story about going to the concert, but I'm not sure if it's all that true. Because she was so infatuated with Bon Jovi that, I think she almost made things up at certain points. But
well, I don't know. That man knows how to seduce his audience, and he connects to lots of women when he's there.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Lay your hands on me. Yeah,
I have some definite stories. I've been to so many shows, though. So I believe your sister. I'm just going to say I believe you.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. I know it's early morning for all of us, and
it's okay. I'm up.
I know.
Lots of caffeine. Here we go.
I'm grateful. So you guys stay tuned. Where can they find you?
JamesKacey.com. That's KACEY.com. JamesKACEY.com. I update it periodically as much as I can.
Yes.
But there's stuff there that you can see. Oh wait, I forgot something.
What?
How can I forget this?
I don't know.
Are you listening? Something that see this. Sometimes people ask me, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, I don't know. What am I doing? Because we went back many years with the James Dean stuff, and then forward now. Excuse me, Kevin Kaufman. Love you, Kevin. So we just had a movie come out in select theaters across the nations with Susan Sarandon and Ripley Sobo, the wonderful child actress that she is. Genius. She must have been born that way because she doesn't have to go to school. Kid actors are so good because they're just, here, go do it. And they do it. And it's like, what? Stop it. I need to go to why do you forget it?
Right.
So, but it's called Ace the Case. You can find it online. I think it's on iTunes and Amazon. It's an awesome movie with Lev Gorn from The Americans, who I have scenes with. And then there's Susan Sarandon and Ripley Sobo. It's a fun little family movie. So go see that. I think that'll be fun. Yeah.
Definitely. Ace the Case. You guys heard it. You have to go see it if it's in a city near you.
Yes.
Or find it on iTunes or
Amazon or things like
wherever
that.
It's available.
Just look it up. You'll find it. Hopefully, some information. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Well, you guys heard it. Check him out. Follow him. Until next time. See ya.